Now, from today onwards, you consider yourself, you're not my children anymore. Tukikutana na nyinyi anywhere, let us pitana like we don't know each other. So they found a school. They found a school at Ruiru. And the school was called Ruiru High School. And it was a private school. Yeah, so tukaenda, you know, my sister now, they enrolled me there, and you know, they started paying school fees for me, but I had to rewind. And in fact, some of the guys who are in St. Philip's transferred and had joined Ruiru High School. So I met some of my friends from Ruiru High School, and I'm like, what? But now wako form 2. Sasa wanashindwa, kwani what happened to you? And now I'm feeling so bad, like yani nimewaste mwaka mzima yani sasa hata hii kupenda shule ndio inazidi kwa worse, like kuchukia shule inakuwa worse kwangu. Yeah, I couldn't understand what is happening to my life, you know, like what
and
is
you
wrong?
know, in your life things are happening to you.
Yes,
you're an innocent you're an innocent bystander.
Yes,
just receiving all this.
Yeah, you know,
it's not that you're making mistakes.
No, I'm not.
Damn.
Just things are just happening, you know. So of course there are other things that have happened that me and my siblings have gone through, but there's some things that are happening to me that are not happening to them.
Yes.
So that was just, for me, I used to wonder what is wrong with me, like nini mbaya na mimi, nimerogwa ama nini. Anyway, so I joined Form 1 again.
But did you like this school?
Yeah, of course. The school was much better compared
the
to...
The school you've been to.
It was much better. At least, kwanza the loos were not pit latrines. But again, as our friend, dear brother here was telling us...
DNA?
No.
Aizo
was telling us about the way, you know, filthy, how filthy the toilets are if they're not taken care of, if they're not cleaned properly. So hata huko kulikuwa the same thing, you know, because there was issues of water and all that. But it was a better school than, to me that was a better school than St. Philip's. Yeah, so, and it was near home. Ruiru is just here compared to Embu. So I felt, you know, a little bit of reprieve, you know. So, so nikakaa hiyo shule, you know, I went through Form 1. I'm still not, you know, sour mentally. I'm still, I feel like I'm still depressed, nini. I'm not feeling the school thing. And if that time, if you were to ask me, I wouldn't want to continue with school. I would have just wanted to leave school. But I did continue with school, and because now I also have siblings. My sister was in high school, and my brother was in... Kwanza my brother now
na solo na dad.
Na mzae. Now, that's another thing. Sasa one day, that same year, towards the end, my brother writes a letter to
Mom,
to my sisters. He's like, me, I'm suffering here. I miss you guys so much. Mazee, I also want to come and join you guys. Nini. I'm so lonely here. Things are so tough. Please, I would like to come and join you guys. Now, hata before time iende sana, my dad called my sister. And he's like, kujeni mchukue huyu, hata huyu ndugu yenyu mchukue. You can all go. I don't want to see you guys. Hata yeye mkuja mumchukue. So, when my sisters, you know, had this and were like, wow, mzee yenyewe amechizi. So they were like, no problem. Haina shida, tutamchukua. And my bro was, even him, he was tired. And and it's just him. And he's the last born.
Yeah.
So, we waited first because towards the end of the year. So we waited for him to finish, like to close up school. So I think it was on a Sunday. One Sunday morning tukaamka very early. Tukaenda kwanza tao, we bought some clothes for him because we knew he didn't have any clothes. My dad never used to buy us clothes. And then yani mpaka viatu from chini mpaka juu. So we got there very early. I think by 7, 8 we were there. And as usual, my dad had a patient. So tukaenda kunok mlango hivi, tukiingia na kutako na mtu. So he was like, ningojeni hapo nimalize na patient. So we sat there on the bench and we waited for him. In the meantime, we call our brother. Tumepata kwanza ndio amemaliza kuosha nyumba. And my bro was looking so malnourished. He was looking so pale. You know, he had mashilingis all over and him is dark. So you can see it clearly. He was dirty, you know, like it was a very disturbing nini for us. So we decided, you know what? We told him, ingia kwa bafu, oga very fast, change, then we go. We are not even going to wait for him to finish with his patient. So my brother did that. Akajitayarisha mbio mbio, akavaa nguo mpya, and then we were ready to go. So my sister is like, tumeenda to my dad. My dad was like, no, ngojeni hapo kwanza nimalize na patient. So we sat there for a while and he was done with his patient. So when he was done, he called us inside and was like, so mumeamua you are going to side with your mother and you are going to you want to do things the way you want to do, but it's all right, no problem. Now from today onwards, you consider yourself, you're not my children anymore. Tukikutana na nyinyi anywhere, let us pitana like we don't know each other. Don't say hi to me. I'm no longer your father. Na akasema, nimeosha mkono, I'm no longer your father. Yeah? And in fact, go and change that name in your birth certificates. Change that surname. You remove it from all your birth certificates. I'm no longer your father.
Okay.
Then he starts saying, I curse you, what? Nini. He likes really. But then my dad loves cursing. He loves that word. So my big sister was like, that is what you have told us. That is what you said. No problem. No problem. Tutaona ni nani, you know, mwenye atakipatapata huko mbele. And we left. So we left, went to Isili. Sasa now we are all 5 of us plus my mom.
Hey, bro, that is
in
so
that
hard.
One bed sitter.
That is, umepitia.
Yeah.
Umepitia. You know,
Yes.
there are some things that should never leave fathers' mouths.
Yes.
There are some utterances that,
Yes.
especially now when you are a father, you understand the power you have
Yes.
over children.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter what they do. There are just some words that should never leave your mouth.
Yes. You should never say it. You should never utter them.
Because from a father to their children, it comes, you never forget.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter, bro, umepitia. Pole.
Nishapoa.
No. Yes, but yeah, I mean like,
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
Imeniguza kidogo.
Oh man, that was, even for us, it was difficult to understand.
And I can imagine now the wounds that your brother had because of,
Yes.
first of all, you feel rejected. You're the only one who's not, and you're the last born.
And you're the last born. For him, you can imagine he was barely a teen.
Yeah.
Right? Because he was in class 7 going to class 8.
Yeah. Na hizo mashilingi.
Imagine. Alikuwa mkonde, and my bro now is, you know, pumped up.
Yeah.
You'd see him right now, you can't believe that's the same guy.
Yeah.
You know, so
you all now going, now you're in all in Isli.
all of us.
Na wewe umeanza hii chuo.
Yes.
Soft life kidogo.
Kidogo. You guy. But still, I'm not well. Like I'm still, have these issues in my head, Anyway, we go back to Eastleigh. We start, this life. The 5 of us with our mother. It's a harsh life because even my sisters, the kind of jobs they have were not, very well paying. Ndio wameanza tu kufanya makazi. So jobs zao ziko kwa,
na mama ameretire.
Mama yangu ameretire, and so she's also looking up to them. Right?
They are the parents now.
Yes. They are
in terms of financial providers.
Yes. Basically, ndio caregivers wetu. So even when they are going to, enroll me into school, ni hao ndio like the guardians. They are my parents. Yeah. So now tukaanza hiyo December, tukakaa, tukakula Christmas pamoja after a while, after such a long time. It was nice.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yes.
At least there's some silver lining.
Yes.
Some joy.
And then the following year, I joined Form 2. My brother would commute from Modore to Eastleigh.
Daily.
I mean, from Eastleigh to Modore daily.
And back.
Kumaliza
hii class 8.
And then we moved from Eastleigh now because actually we had moved from that one, from the bed sitter, the one that we were living in Melawa Street. We went to another street, 7th Street, bado still in Eastleigh, near a school called Ainsworth.
Bigger house.
Still a bed sitter, but a bigger bed sitter with now
upgrade kidogo.
Na iko na choo na bafu ndani na kitchenette.
Okay.
Ile ingine ilikuwa tu ni karumu. Choo zilikuwa nje, kitchen wewe unajitengenezea hapo tu.
Wow.
It was, hiyo ingine ilikuwa mna share macho na which was very, yeah. But so for us that was like an uplift, ni bed sitter bado lakini because that building was a new building, ndio ilikuwa one of the the first buildings kujengwa huko now after these guys were taking over Eastleigh. So and me I really enjoyed, and then now there's some friends of ours wenye tulikuwa tumewacha kitambo, now they are closer to us wa Eastleigh. Some of them we went to school with in New Eastleigh Primary School, so it was very exciting. Then now my bro amejoin class 8 sasa. So the guy was commuting from Eastleigh to Modore, from Modore to Eastleigh every day, which was not easy. Yeah, because Eastleigh si karibu, and then mtoto anaenda primary school, it's crazy. And my sister, they facilitated for that, and like a big shout out to my sisters, Victoria and my late sister Esther. Big shout out to you guys. You really came through for us, and we love you for that. Yeah, so that year, now the following year, nikaingia Form 2, and then my bro did his KCPE. So first term nikaenda through, first term vizuri, but now I also didn't like this school. I started not liking this school. Ruiru High. Ilikuwa na maissues tu zake. Come second term, and also it was an expensive school because it was private. So my sisters could not afford that school. So my sisters decided, my big sis actually decided she would look for another school. So she got a school in Pumwani. Yeah, so nikapata shule Pumwani Boys, Pumwani High.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Na Pumwani was a day school.
Iko hapo tu.
Iko hapo tu, is walking distance. From where now we moved hapo 7th Street to Pumwani is not very far. And there's hata kulikuwa napiga shoti unafika shule. So I changed schools, and then my bro, when he cleared alifanya KCPE pia he joined me in Pumwani. Yeah, so now my bro was in Form 1, mimi niko Form 2. So tukangangana na maisha.
No music sahi imeingia your life?
Bado.
Guy, bado. This story of yours is crazy. Hata sijasikia ukisema, by the way nilikuwa nasikiza hii ngoma. Nasikia tu maisha ngumu Nairobi City.
Well, honestly speaking, of course, that's the time now hip hop was so big. The time for akina Snoop, time for akina Biggie,
But
Pac.
are you even listening to it?
Yes, I am listening.
Okay.
I am. Music was there.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, I can't say there was no music. But I still don't know that I have it in me, you know.
Hujaimba chuo,
Sijaimba
hujajoin
shule,
drama,
nothing. I was not even
hata
interested.
kanisa kukuwa unaenda?
Hasikuwa tunaenda. Hata kanisa lilikuwa tatueni by the way. Remember, we grew up not going to church. My dad, at some point, I don't know if I mentioned this on camera, but I think we're talking.
Yeah, it talks on the side.
Yeah, my dad, when we were younger, because my dad has read the Bible, like from Genesis to Revelation. He knows his Bible, word for word. But my dad, the way he interprets the Bible is completely different from what other preachers do. And in fact, he calls himself a prophet. Yes, he's a prophet. He's not just a doctor, he's a prophet. Anyway, so he, at some point, we used to go to Deliverance Church in Isli. At some point, one day he just came and said, hakuna mtu atakuwa anaenda kanisa kwa hii nyumba yangu. Sitaki kuona mtu wote anaenda kanisa.
Wow.
Yes, and that was it. So from then onwards, we never stepped into church. So me, I didn't grow up in church.
And even this time that you've gone back, even he meant your mom, not just the children.
Yes, everybody. Wow. Sie ndio mzee wa nyumba. Akisema amesema. Whatever he says goes.
I get it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was that. So at a church, we would try. Okay, of course, my sisters now, when we went to Isili, they
made their own decisions.
Yes, they made their own decisions. They even went to church, wakaenda hata walibatizangwa nini, all that stuff. But me, I had no interest.
Yeah.
I had no interest
Especially
whatsoever.
if you've not been doing it habitually.
Yes, I had no interest whatsoever in church.
In Pumwani,
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. And do you touch arts? Do you like school? Because I've just heard you the whole story.
Yes.
I hated school.
To be honest, I don't like school.
Yes.
But, even if you don't like it, you are in the system.
Yes.
So, I remember one day, and that I think that is when now I started somehow knowing that I could sing. We used to have like, I think it was a J Club, journalism club. And we used to have drama club. And of course we had things like soccer, guys, some boys used to play basketball. And remember Pumwani is next to Starehe. Like wall yet ni Pumwani, inside ni Starehe boys. Yes. Zimeshikana hivi. Yeah? So
umerudi kwa mzae.
Bana. Lakini on this other side. It was so funny. So one day, my bro actually had joined EOJ Club. No, sorry. My bro had joined, not CU, it was called, what was it called? It was something to do with, bado tu mambo na, church and all that. What was the club called? I'm forgetting the name, but this thing he joined, they used to meet up in the evenings. And my bro also was into martial arts. We had what they used to call, not taekwondo, but what they used to call wonwado. Yeah, but it's just martial arts and stuff. Yeah, so he had joined. In fact, he was like, one of the main guys, training people and all that. He was very good, like he's very fit and all that. But he had also joined YCS.
Oh.
YCS. Young something. Young students. YCS. What did he mean? YCS. Why?
Young Christ.
Young Christian.
Young Christian something.
Something. Yeah.
Literally something. YCS. Young Christian
YCS.
something.
Wow. So he had joined that club, and I remember they used to go for, to go to girls' schools, and going to girls' schools from boys' schools, it was a big thing.
Pango hapo.
Yeah, hatukuwa tunaenda Pango. We used to go. I think our sister school was St. Teresa's Girls, and then there was Huruma, there was what. So they would go, like they'd go different schools, na hiyo mambo ya YCS and all that. And one day, because they used to meet in the evenings and, just talk about, the things that they're doing and plans for the club and all that. So one day we are done with class, and as I was planning to leave, I see them. Kuna mahali tulikuwa napita kwa corridor in between two classes, kulikuwa na space watu wanapita katikati. So as I'm going home, I meet them. I found guys there singing nini, and they were singing some Boys to Men, and they were singing these secular songs. And this is a YCS kind of a thingy. So I mean, like a church thing.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay.
Ini church guy.
But the thing is, it sounded so nice. Like, the way they were singing sounded so nice. And the guy who was their leader, or their chairman, was like the leader, was the vocal, main vocal singer there. But he didn't have a good voice. Sorry, JP Kaunawachi. And guys used to laugh at him, like when he sings, because he really used to love singing.
But
like
voice...
he loves music, yes. But he didn't have the voice for it.
Yeah.
But anangangana. So me, I get there and I find them singing. There's a song, I said, God is standing by. Oh Lord, don't you worry, don't cry. Something like that. There's a song that used to go like that. So sakuna ma voice hapo, watu wanatry kuweka ma voice. So I'm listening, I'm like, wow, that song, it sounds nice, but there's something missing. So I sat there and listened to them. Then from nowhere, I joined them. And I start singing, and I sing with my voice, and guys are like, hey, maze, inaweza maze, hey, uko sawa, hey, una sound poa. And imagine, that is how I joined YCS.
Oh, Maurice.
Haki ya Mungu. That's how I joined YCS.
What?
Yes.
Wait, that you're going to tell me alafu nikaenda home na nikaendelea na mashughuli.
Hapana.
And that moment is when you joined your
That's
first...
when I joined YCS, and I don't know why I joined.
What? And that's the first time that you've just vocally done something?
Yes.
Wow.
And it is through this group that my bro is in, and it's, they sing, they go out to meet other schools, and then the fact that they're meeting girls, that also is a motivation. So we start going for funkies.
Wait. Break hapa kidogo. Tunarudi sasa tumeingia muziki.
Yes.
Si maisha ngumu Nairobi.
Hey.
Tumeingia muziki kidogo. Okay.
Yeah.